Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and or Mars. This is ShaktiShivaTarot with your read for the week. No timestamp, so whenever you see it, it's when it's best suited for you. About the spread, so energy number 1 and energy number 2, I like to think of it as the divine feminine and the divine masculine, because in the spiritual world, our left side is governed by the divine feminine and our right side is governed by the divine masculine. So if you hear me say he or she, I'm talking about energies. And whether you be on one or both sides, that's up to you to decipher. It may cross over. You may resonate with some parts of energy number 1, and you may resonate with some parts of energy number 2. So take what resonates with you, but you may resonate with one side more than the other. But remember, we are all both. We are all both feminine and masculine. We have both of these energies within us, and it's about uniting these energies together to create balance internally first, so that way we can create balance externally in our relationships. So this could also be taken as an interpersonal or a personal for your own inner self, your own inner feminine and masculine energies. You know, maybe you want to just look at it as a read for you because you're not dating anyone or you're not seeing anyone, and this is just for you. Or wondering if somebody's coming in the future, that type of thing. So in the first row, we have the situation, crowning energies, and then we have the mental cards, which are what's going on in the mind of each energy for the other. So this is, for partnerships, for unions, if you're in a partnership or a union, or if you've met somebody and you're, wanting to know about that other. It could be a family member, friendship, anything. This is the mental card. So what they're thinking in their mind, what's on their mind about the other, so about you. And then in the center, we have the heart of the situation, so what's bonding the union at the heart, but also what's happening in the present moment. And then we have the past and the future, so past, present, future. And then we have what's in the heart of each energy, so what they feel in the heart for the other. And then the bottom center is the grounding energy. So the energies that are kind of grounding and building the foundation right now of this union. This card is just a card that popped up. It's the solar plexus chakra. It could mean that there's some power struggles. There could be some blockages, some energy, maybe just not spinning in the right way, energy blockages that need to be released, that need to be confronted. And so there could be some power struggles because of that. That's kind of what I'm feeling for that card. And then this is the overall energy or the guidance from spirit, and it's the universe card. This is the world card. So I'm feeling 100% that this union is being guided by the universe. So allow it just to take course, regardless of what's happening. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to go through and just deeply clarify. So for the situation, we got passion ignited, which is the One of Wands, and it's an energy of growth, fertility, culmination, taking action, right? So passion has been ignited, and this is for the situation for the two of you, crowning energies. The circle here reminds me of just the fact that, like I said, with the universe card, we have it being guided by spirit. We have a nice, beautiful heart center, green heart chakra center that's on fire. So it's, there's definitely a super intense bond of passion at the heart center of this union. We're going to go ahead and clarify that. So this is the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland, and I'm using the Lovers Tarot by Chris Walder. And we got the Queen of Coins, so another energy of prosperity, fertility. This is in the material aspect of life. So maybe one of you carries the energy of the Queen of Coins, or maybe both of you do. But all in all, it's another energy of prosperity, of expansion, fertility that's coming for this union. So once again, passion has been ignited. So we got the Two of Pentacles, which is also in the heart, or I'm sorry, in the future position for the read. So Two of Pentacles is juggling, making a choice, movement, creating a decision, making a choice, taking action. So maybe there's a situation, juggling of jobs, juggling of careers, juggling of money, juggling of relationships, juggling of whatever it is that you are thinking of when I say juggling. So let's clarify that Two of Pentacles in the upright position for the situation for this union for Gemini. Clarifying the Two of Coins with just one card, please. And that gave me two. So the Six of Staves, this is culmination, positive movement forward. So maybe a message or some action is going to be taken, but before that happens, there's going to be some need to contemplate, or maybe, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Where there's right now, this is a Virgo energy card, so you could be dealing with the Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, but this is about the need to go within and reflect and contemplate on what's going on. So secluding yourself from the external world, from others, really taking the time to the self to really look within to find the answers. So moving into the mental card for energy number 1 and what they're thinking about energy number 2. And we've got this Two of Wands, or the Two of Arrows. So that's mental conflict, creating conflict in your mind. Yeah. And then we've got the Three of Arrows. So we've got the Two of Arrows and then the Three of Arrows. And I just feel like energy number 1 is definitely feeling the feels right now. They're feeling sad, sorrow, depressed. Like, look at these waters. Look at the lightning bolts in the back. Look at the 3 arrows through the heart. They're just feeling maybe there was a betrayal and a backstabbing of some sort. And so this person is in mental conflict about it. And whether this person, the energy number 1, whether you be in the situation of being the betrayer or the one that was betrayed, feeling betrayed, it could be either one, right? So that's up to you to decipher. But this energy number 1 is definitely feeling some type of disappointment in their mind about the other, feeling really disappointed. I'm feeling for you, Gemini, right now. It makes me feel really sad. I'm sympathizing with you guys. I feel you. So just know that things are going to get better. Just come to a place of inner self. You know, find that place within the inner sanctuary. If you're not spending time to the self, I suggest that that's your biggest issue here with this situation. So the mind is always going to be in this influx, in this constant state of not being able to come to a state of calm, because we've got all these internal feelings. So we've got to look at those feelings, allow ourselves to look and search and release them, and let the universe take care of the rest. So we've got the King of Cups. So this energy over here could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, very watery energy, king of emotions, you know, like master of emotions. They don't necessarily have to be that sign or anything. It could be that they have another, you know, it could be their sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, whatever. But it could just mean that this person is a person with emotional integrity. You know, they've mastered their emotions and they know how to really express their emotions, and maybe they're just I feel like they're kind of feeling like, dang, you know, where's that person that's reciprocating that for me? They're not really feeling that. But judgment's coming for you, energy number 1. So the judgment card is all about creating balance, you know, needing to look at the situation and seeing where is the give and the take. Like, are you giving too much? Is the exchange even? You know, it's time to make decisions. It's time to make a choice. There's something that needs to be looked at, and there's a new phase of life available, whether it be, you know, just shifting the situation with your other into a new and more committed, more stable union, or whether it's you moving on, right? But there's a choice that needs to be made, and it's between higher and lower impulses. So the only way you're going to know what that is for you is by going within and reflecting. So allowing yourself that time to really step into a place of self, so you can find that inner self knowledge and find the answers within yourself instead of feeling this oppression. That's what's going on. It's because you're not taking the time to go in and reflect, energy number 1. So I suggest that get out of your head and get into your heart. Seclude yourself. Go to the beach by yourself. Go to the park by yourself. Get out of your own head. So in the mind of energy number 2, there is a financial loss that happened here. So a feeling left out in the cold. Financial loss, it could be a relationship loss, but whatever the case, it's a feeling of being left out in the cold. Maybe it's poverty. Maybe you've had a loss in finances. But it's giving you an opportunity to go within once again, which is in the center card, right? The situation for the 2. So being able to go within and find that, you know, that you may not be, you may, you know, like, let's say if it is a financial loss, like the financial loss is there, and recognizing that there's other aspects of life. You know, we have spirit. You have a spiritual being that you can now tap into and ask for help, right? And so I feel like maybe this person was too much in their coin, too much in the finance and the material, financial and the material world. And there's been a change of some sort that's creating a shift, or, you know, maybe a loss of this material and the financial aspect in their mind, you know, and they're suffering from that because they're still stuck and attached to that material, and it's almost like you're finding your worth in your material. So in order to be able to get out of that space is coming to a recognition that you are a soul being and you are here to experience life as a soul being. You're not here to just be in the financial and the material world and only about the tangible. We've got both, and it would be a disservice to you and your soul if you only remain in one energy. So that's what I'm feeling hardcore for that. Yeah, you know, there's a need of wanting to build and manifest these solid foundations, whether it be in career, in job, in relationships and partnerships and whatever. So, and you're manifesting it. So kind of let it go and don't focus so much on it. Don't hold on to it so tight, because you're losing out on this situation, what's happening over here, because I feel there's too much focus in this loss that you're feeling in this financial world. And so you're feeling these feelings of being stuck in anxiety. Like you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like almost like it's not just quite depression, it's like an obsession with your personal problems, and it's to the detriment of others. So it's like I said, it's affecting your other. You're so focused, self-focused, I don't want to say self-centered, because that kind of tends to have a negative undertone, but it's just like you're just so focused in building this tangible world for whatever reasons. Maybe, maybe it's something that makes you feel secure, but it's about being able to recognize that's not the only aspect of your life here. We are spiritual beings, and we are here to experience life as a spiritual being. The coin part is just something that comes with that. So you can have as much coin as you want and have that all figured out, but if you're not also connecting with your inner soul and your spirit and connecting with that, you're going to feel restless. And so I feel like that's what's happening over here. There's like insomnia, restlessness here, narcissism. This person is so stuck in the self and building the self that they're not seeing the love that exists in this person's heart for them, because this is the heart and the feelings of what energy number 1 is feeling for energy number 2. And so I feel for energy number 1. I mean, I feel for both of you, because I know what it's like to be stuck in this, feeling like you need to have that security. Okay, anyways, moving on. So it's like you're wanting to build this stability, but like I said, you're way too focused on the self. There's a little bit too much narcissism here. So it's causing frustrations and disappointments in your home, in your relationship. So please, energy number 2, just stop for one moment and get out of your own situation and put yourself in your other's perspective. Put yourself in energy 1's perspective, or your other's perspective, whatever, and just see it from their side. How would you feel if you were you, or if you were your other? How would you feel about you, right? Okay, and that's the question to ask for yourself. Answer yourself. I'm sorry. So, past conflict and defeat. There's definitely some competition here, and it's ego oriented, power struggles. Like I said, there's power struggles here. 2 very dominant energies wanting to maybe take lead because nobody wants to back down. 2 alphas. And yeah, somebody needs to just energy number 2, I'm sorry, get out of your, it's not all about you. All right. Like, and I'm sorry if you're offended, but I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And this energy is not going to get you this, which is where I feel like you want to go. You're trying to go, but it's like you're not wanting to detach from the creation of needing to have said this and said that and set amount of money and set amount of whatever. But in the past, there is this love, this love that exists. This is the couples, the partnerships, love, harmony. And so this is in the past. So although there may be conflict and defeat, this is also in the past. It's partnership, love, harmony. Maybe this is another sign of needing to bring your own inner masculine and feminine energies together. And that's why this is creating conflict, is because maybe you both have some work to do in that department. And when our inner masculine and feminine energies are out of balance, it's going to be really hard for you to have a balanced relationship with your other. It's just not going to work. So contemplate, isolate, and get out of your head and get into your heart. That's what I'm feeling here. All right, let's clarify the Two of Cups in the past position for Gemini and their other. Four of Coins, or I'm sorry, Six of Coins, which is, you know, there's this is charity. This is helping others, fortune, appreciation, helping others that are less fortunate, trusting in the prosperity of the universe, working hard at building the coin. Eight of Coins is like tinkering away on your talent, you know, compensation, work, fair payment, meeting deadlines, developing talents for your marketplace. So working with integrity and discipline. It's a, you know, work. I'm working, and this could be both of you. Work. And so maybe both of you are too focused on work, and not really taking time for the partnership to keep that bond open and solid. All right, tell me more about the patience and planning. Seven of Coins for the heart of the situation for the two energies here. So Seven of Coins obviously is patience, but also expectations, nurturing an idea, nurturing a relationship, waiting for the harvest of a creative project. It could be a personal relationship, it could be any adventure, it could be job, work, an investment in a project, and in a career, whatever, investment in a home. Tending to your garden is what this card symbolizes. So I definitely feel like y'all at the heart center are tending to your inner garden in order to be able to come to a place, a better place of peace. Seven of Arrows. Somebody's feeling bound here. The seven, and it's, in this card, it could be the divine masculine, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. Seven of Arrows is being very defensive, very cautious. So this is our present moment right now also. You know, we're maybe there's someone in the relationship that's patiently planning how to move either away or into a deeper union. But there's a need for self-protection here. You know, there's feelings of vulnerability, the ability to defend oneself in a difficult situation. So, you know, you're able to defend yourself, but there's still this need for caution and examination. Let's clarify that. So, yeah, the the King of Arrows is authority, responsibility, detachment to a situation. So, you know, bringing calm, authority, and integrity into a situation. The understanding of a situation, using the intellect and in valuing the hard work that's been put in. And then the Ace of Staves is all about growth and fertility and energy movement. So maybe the beginning of a new period of growth, new opportunities. Yeah. And then we have the Two of Coins again. So in the future, this could also be partnerships, maybe creating a union, a financial union, creating a romantic union, creating a marriage. But it could also be juggling between decisions, juggling between choices, juggling between jobs, juggling between people. So whatever and however that resonates for you in your situation, let's go ahead and clarify, maybe get a little bit more. So the Seven of Coins again, but it's in the reverse here. So somebody's not really tending to their garden. They're kind of growing impatient here. Maybe a little insecure about whether the hard work put in is going to pay off, right? There's this feeling like, well, I don't know if and I'm hearing this and I really don't want to say it, but it just keeps coming up. I don't know if it's worth it. There's like this feeling. It's like, I don't know if it's worth it. Like the amount of responsibility and yeah, there's this sense of like they're just, they don't know if they want to put the effort in, because they don't know if the outcome, if what they receive is, if the work that they put in is going to be worth it, is what I keep hearing. And so the ace of arrows is piercing communications coming through, like this, but it's in reverse. So this is a need for you to come into a thought, come into self-reflection, right? And we need to re-examine the situation. There's a sense of power being used against the other to blame and create confusion. So yeah, that's part of the power struggle, is somebody in this situation is using their personal power to kind of point the finger and blame others in order to create confusion for whatever reason, right? We're about to find out. But there's definitely some, I don't know, I feel like there's secrets, there's deception, and you'll see why. But energy number 2, you know, I just feel like whatever's going on, just bring some communication. And yeah. Clarity, decisiveness, the ability to move something in an incisive way. So creating clarity from confusion. So where we were once in a place of confusion, I think there is a message coming. Somebody's going to use their ability to defend themselves to help the situation, to help bring clarity to the situation. So we're going to move on into the energy of number 1 and what's in the heart of energy number 1 for number 2. This is the Lover's card. This is the Gemini's card. So, I mean, could this be more appropriate for you guys? I don't know. So it could be that this energy number 1 is the Gemini, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. This could just be, you know, representing the union and the love that's in the heart of energy number 1 for energy number 2. But yeah, energy number 1 is definitely feeling like there is some anxiety, unresolved issues here. So this person could probably be like not sleeping well, having insomnia, worries are keeping them awake at night. And so issues need to be looked at. Once they are looked at, they'll be transformed. And I think that that's probably why this energy hasn't done any of that self-reflection, because they're worried that if they do go in, they're going to maybe be like, oh, I'm over it, or feel, you know, negatively or guilty about it. And I just don't think that that's going to be the case, because I feel like at the heart of the center, you know, the heart of that person, energy number 1, there's love. You're in love with this person. This could be a twin flame relationship. It just may have been steered the wrong way. But I feel like it's not really that it's been steered the wrong way, because it's being divinely guided by the universe. I feel like maybe there's just some lessons here for the two of you. Maybe y'all were drifting apart because there wasn't any communication, or there was a lack of communication, or something happened, a hiccup, a obstacle came up, and you guys were struggling, and then it kind of caused you guys to veer away towards each other. Yeah, there was like power struggles here, and in those power struggles, you guys drifted apart. And I feel like you're having the opportunity now, because of what has come up, to take a deeper look into the situation and decide, is this something that I want to remain in, or is this something that I'm ready to, you know, give up because I don't think it's worth it, and I don't think the reward is going to be worth my effort and time that's been put into it. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. You know, whichever, if it resonates, you know, if it doesn't, it's not for you. We're going to pull one more clarifier for the energy number 1 and what's in the heart about energy number 2. So what they're feeling about energy number 2. And this is the High Priestess. So yeah, this person's intuition is on point. Like, they're like, you know, I know what's going on. And so I feel like this person's like, maybe the situation hasn't been kind of spoken of, but this person already kind of is using their knowledge and their intuition to just understand the situation, and maybe they know, and they're kind of like, okay, you know, I'm just going to use my wisdom to sit here and go within my heart in order to find the answers. And so I feel like that's what energy number 1 is going to do. Let's go into energy number 2, but we're going to clarify with my Halloween tarot deck card by Karen Lee. So we got Judgment again for energy number 2 in the heart, and what they're feeling for energy number 1. So since it was up here for energy number 2 and in the mind, I feel like energy number 2 is the one that is feeling betrayed or abandoned or wronged in some kind of way. Or it could be the other way around. But I feel like this one's feeling a little isolated because this one's been in the job and dealing with this loss over here in the job world, whatever that may be. And so this person in their heart wants to bring judgment, wants to bring truth to the situation. So truth to the mind of energy number 1. But let's go ahead and clarify. Give me some clarifiers for energy number 2 and what they're feeling in the heart for energy number 1. All right. So yeah, the Fool, new beginnings, rebirths, innocence, being able to, you know, step into the innocence and the trust that exists at the heart center, because this is what you're feeling in your heart. In order to protect from your difficulties that are going on externally, in order to face your fears, there's a need for you to trust your heart here and face your fears. Know that with this card, you're being divinely protected by higher forces. And with this card, it's just, these two cards together is just a confirmation that it's being divinely guided. And then we have the Aquarius card. This is Grace, the Star card. So there's hope. There's hope in your heart for the situation, energy number 2. So I feel like where you maybe have been feeling like that you don't know whether it's worth, you know, the effort, I think that you're going to realize that, yeah, it is 100% worth the effort. And I believe that you're going to bring that invitation to your other. So this is an invitation. This is a sign of loyalty, of love, of integrity, of gentleness. And I feel like you're going to find this in your heart, and you're going to come clean to your other. And oh, wow, look at that, y'all. You see? Like, hello, oh my gosh, twice. The Lovers card twice. The Gemini card twice for your read. This doesn't, like, I can't make this happen, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is your energy, and this is the truth. That this is what's at the heart of y'all's situation here. You guys both want this love, this unconditional twin flame soulmate love. This is very, very awesome. I love it when stuff like that happens. All right, cool. Moving on. No more clarifiers for these. From these cards, we're going to move into the Halloween, and these are really new and squirrely and super crisp, and they're a little hard to shuffle, so I'm going to try and do my best to get... All right, that one definitely wants to come out. King of Pumpkins. So, yes, fertility, prosperity. King of Pumpkins. He's also obviously the king of coin, you know. Very prosperous. All right, Queen of Bats. So the Queen of Arrows, very intellectual, very good with communication and speaking. So, you know, this could be Gemini energy once again. Could very well be Gemini energy because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is the sign of communication. The King of Pumpkins could very well be a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, a very earthly person. And like, you know, it's interesting because this is the Virgo card, the Hermit. So if you're dealing with the Virgo, there it is. Six of Bats is the Six of Wands. I'm going to go through and read the descriptions for these cards because they're really cute and they have their own little kind of thing going there. But the Six of Wands is... it's about bringing incisive information to a situation. So maybe, you know, using the intellect in order to create some transitions, create some movement, new knowledge coming in type of thing. Okay, Seven of Bats. So we have the Six of Bats and then the Seven of Bats, the Queen of Bats. So a lot of mental cards here, a lot of... maybe there's going to be a lot of communication, a lot of movement coming in. But the Seven of Arrows, we've had it before in there somewhere. Here it is. Same card, defense, needing to feel, you know, needing to be cautious, protect yourself. And so this could, you know, this was in the past. It's in the present. Like, you guys are just like feeling super defensive towards each other, and I think you just need to let your guards down. Like, yeah, there's love at the heart. I mean, hello, gosh, goodness gracious. Here's the Fool again. It's being divinely guided at the heart center. New beginnings are coming. It's happening. The Four of Pumpkins. We'll get into the Four of Pumpkins for this specific card, but you know, it's wealth, security, integrity. So when this person was maybe once feeling like they've had a loss, like the wealth is coming back. It's coming back. So there's no need to worry there. The World again, twice. I love this. So divinely guided, being divinely orchestrated. I mean, the world is about change, about expansion, closure, travel. Maybe you guys are traveling together in the future. But it's about being triumphant after difficulties and feeling supported by the universe. We're going to put that there. And yeah, maybe travel for some of you. Communications coming in for some of you. Ten of Bats. Man, lots of mental cards, guys. Lots of mental energy going on here. So, Ten of Bats is the Ten of Arrows, Ten of Swords, and messages. I feel like this is news coming in to clear up the situation. The ability to create understanding from out of confusion. You know, having the ability to use the power of your words. And look at that, Ace of Ghosts. This is the love begins, new love cycles, cup, love overflows, and it's with the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. I mean, love, and it's on top of the Lovers, you know, like wish fulfillment. This is definitely being divinely guided. Okay, I'm going to pull out the descriptions for the Halloween cards, and we're going to go through. So I'm just going to start from left to right. So Queen of Bats. Like I said, this is mental cards. So Queen of Bats. It says a smart, intuitive, intense woman who lives alone, confrontational but not aggressively so, emotionally detached but not inhuman. So whoever feels like, whoever you feel like that energy resonates with. Then we have the King of Pumpkins, the King of Coins. An experienced and successful leader, reliable, steadfast, resourceful, giving up what is not appropriate for what is. Six of Bats. Better times lie ahead. A literal or figurative journey. Taking strong action to overcome difficulties. So this is in the mind of energy number 2, right? That's them coming out of those difficulties. I love seeing that. All right. 7 of Bats. And this is what was in the past. A plan that may not work. A setback or bout of bad luck. Partial success that does not justify the risks. So maybe there was a risk taken in the material world and job and career or finances, whatever, and it just didn't pan out. So maybe that's what caused the conflict, right? And so there's been some kind of just weird energies ever since. And they're being worked out, so no fret, my pets. The Fool. It says, a clown juggles happily, oblivious to the precipice before him. Playful, childlike innocence, pure potential, freedom from preconception, gaining wisdom through experience. That's at the heart of the center. That's what you need to know about what's going on right now. We have the 4 of Pumpkins, and the 4 of Pumpkins is stability and prosperity without complacency. For future harvests, it's planning time. Material success from hard work. Miserly tendencies. So that's for future for the both of you. So whatever that means for you. Then we've got the World in the heart of energy number 1. So the World in the heart of energy number 1. A sense of oneness, then this is what the energy number 1 is feeling about energy number 2. A sense of oneness with others or in the world around you. Spiritual understanding, completion, success, euphoria, cycles, movement, travel. Yeah, so I definitely feel like energy number 1, you've had some kind of transformation, some kind of evolvement in intellect, some spiritual awakening, and it's brought you to a place of wisdom and prosperity where you're going to be able to understand and forgive this person for what has transpired, because you're going to use the intellects of your heart center. All right, 10 of Bats. It sounds like I said ton of bats, but I said 10 of Bats. Mental agony, despair, ruin, escape from pain, emotional detachment. So, I mean, I think I skipped over this. Sorry. So yeah, this was super important. I don't know why I skipped over it, but I guess I was being deceived myself. We have literally the exact same card on top of each other. 7 of Staves, 7 of Staves, 7 of Wands, deception, envy, lies, conflict, struggles. And then on top of that, we have the 10 of Bats, and it says, mental agony, despair, ruin, escape from pain, emotional detachment. And this is in the grounding energy. So there's some kind of deceptive energies here that need to come out. Come out with the truth. Energy number 2. Come out with the truth, because the truth is in your heart. So come to a place of isolation, find it, come out with it, and share it with your other, and get out of these energies of deception, because what is waiting for you is love and a new cycle. So, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, this is Ace of Ghosts. Great love and happiness, or the ability to experience them. Powerful emotions, productivity, beauty, and pleasure. And then we have the 9 of Ghosts, which is like the 9 of Cups. And it says, your wish will come true. Satisfaction and prosperity, the good life. Yay, Gemini, I'm happy for you. Let's go ahead and pick your twin flame cards for those of you who are in separation and maybe possibly not talking to your other at the moment. What does your other wants you to know. These are messages from your other and the highest self of your other. There they are. Ooh, lots of messages here. It says it hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. And these are going to resonate with some of you. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, just let it go. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that into my soul. I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. So those are the messages from your other, from their higher self. We're going to pull a card, one card for energy number 1, a spirit animal card from the, oh, I'm sorry, this was the Twin Flame Separation by Liv Tarot. And then we have the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. So one for energy number 1, it's too many, and one for energy number 2. All right, these are it. So energy number 1, we've got Dragonfly, and energy number 2, we've got the Phoenix. Beautiful cards. All right, let's look into those. Master of light, illusion, and the mind, the dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so that the light of wisdom can shine through. Wow, is that a message for you or what? Energy number 1, it like totally matched, and I 100% feel like this is Gemini, because they're an air sign. You're in your head about it. Not surprised. When in balance, sees clearly, joyful, magical. When out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. To bring into balance, focus on the breath. So breath work, energy number 1. And then the Phoenix is a spirit card, beautiful card here. Freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves. Again, we may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. Wow, how powerful. The Phoenix in the first chakra. The ancient yogis believe that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called Muladhara, our root chakra. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here, and as the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence. Third chakra, y'all. First to third chakra. Interesting. Purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm not surprised that this is energy number 2, because I feel like energy number 2 is rising from this situation, using this situation to rise above and burn that old way of being and really stepping to a place of spiritual awakening. How beautiful. Okay, one more card and then we'll wrap it up. All right. This is the Moonology deck by Yasmin Boland, and this is going to wrap up the read. Give me a card, Divine Creator, Holy Spirit, for Gemini in this union of the lovers, twin flames. Just one, just one. All right, wow. Wow, this card's beautiful. Expect powerful change. New moon in eclipse. New moon eclipse. Give me 1 second so I can look it up. Okay. Sorry, my hands are kind of shaky. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared. It could be quite a ride. It could be quite a ride. And events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego. And then here comes the divine, the goddess, or spirit to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. Beautiful, Gemini. I am loving this spread. Whatever it is that y'all are going through, I definitely feel your pain. I feel the struggle. I feel the confusion. I feel the separation. But please know that it's being all divinely orchestrated. I feel like 100% energy number 2 needed to go through some kind of karmic release. So whatever situation happened, I'm 100% feeling that, I could be wrong, but I'm 100% feeling that it was energy number 2 that did something to create a ripple in this relationship, and it was karmic. It needed to happen so that this energy could rise, because they were stuck in this materialistic energy of just becoming a narcissist, right? So we needed to bring spirit up so that way that mental construct of the old way of being was burned away. Beautiful, beautiful. I hope you resonated. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if it resonated with you. Let me know how you like the spread. Let me know how you like, anything. Give me, positive feedback, negative feedback, or constructive, not negative feedback. Let's do constructive feedback. But I am out here rooting for you, Gemini. I really believe that this is a very, twin flamey, spiritual soulmate connection, and I'm rooting for you. So hang in there. Meditate, breath work, and really just take that time to go within and reflect, so that way you can figure out what it is that you guys need to do in order to plan how y'all are going to make it back together. All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Love and light.